Now after you've spent your hard-earned money on an expensive pole or buying new top kits for the pole you've already got, it becomes a little bit of a headache sometimes trying to get the right bush to fit the right size tip. Here at Frenzee, we've come up with a system that not only makes things nice and easy, but guarantees the right fit of the right bush on the right size tip every single time. No need for glue, no need for any stretching of any bushes of any kind. They're all ready and good to go. These systems, what we've got here, are what we call Smartcuts. Now they come with a file, the actual Smartcut itself, and a bush already supplied. Now it's your choice whether you'd like to come with an S bush, which is a standard external bush, or one of the I bushes, which I'll discuss a little bit later on, so they're slightly different. I'll show you quickly how it works, because it really is simplicity itself. And if you just bought yourself a new pole with maybe 10 top kits, I guarantee you can have all those top kits bushed up and ready to fish within a matter of minutes. So what we've got, I've got a spare top kit I've got here that we're going to put a bush on. You simply take your cutting tool, thread your tip up until it's nice and tight, hold it down, and with the file that you supplied with the kit, gently cut down through the groove until you feel it hit the bottom, so it's gone all the way through. Obviously this way there's no need for any tape of any kind, or you won't get any splinters or any cracks emerging down the top kits, something that in the past can become a problem. There we are, I've just felt that go through. Just pull that gently out at the bottom of the top kit, and as you can see there, by rubbing my finger on it, it's a very, very smooth, very accurate, absolute no cracks in it whatsoever. As you can see, I've got two already done here, the same size as this one. We've got an I bush, and we've also got one of the internals. The internals and the externals are all made to fit exactly to the right size cutting kit. There are three different sizes in the cutting kit. We've got a small, medium and large, and obviously whichever suits you best obviously depends on the elastics that you want to use. For a small elastics, light sort of silverfish work, then you want to go for the small size. And you've got a medium, which will probably see you up to about a 10 or 12 elastic. Then for bigger work, move on to a large. So they're already cut and good to go. I mentioned I was going to talk about the I bush, and I'll show you exactly why this one differs to any other bush on the market at the moment. As you can see, it's got two pegs that run down the outside of it. Now these are very, very important because we've got pole pots that actually mount onto these bushes and not the pole. These pole pots have been designed primarily with safety in mind for your top kits. Not only is it super accurate, so when you're feeding up against far banks and you're poking up against banks on canals, you're actually feeding right on top of where your float is. So there's no need to push your pole out, turn it and come back. But it's actually the safest way of feeding with a kinder style pot on the market, because there's no contact with any carbon whatsoever. The problem you generally have with these style pots is when you mount them on the pole, it creates a dead spot where it's locked onto the pole. That pole then can't flex when you've got a fish on. As the pole flexes, if it's got an inch dead spot, over time that's going to create a weakness. That weakness is ultimately going to cost you a top kit. So the beauty of these pots is they've got a couple of where the grooves are. You literally just slide them up onto the bush and that's locked in position. That's not going to go anywhere until you slide it off again. They come in two sizes with three different lid designs. We've got a pellet or maggot lid for sprinkling. We've got a pinky lid, or what I use for micro pellets in the winter, which is absolutely brilliant. Or we've got a standard particle lid. Now the packs come as a set of two. This is how they come, both with the same lids, so you've got one of each in the pack, a large and a small. Now the pots themselves have been designed with lids that are hinged, as you can see, for ease of use. There's no, you don't have to pull them actually off the top. They just literally flip open. You fill them with bait, that flicks back and just clicks into spot, and you're fishing, you're off and away. Now the bushes available, as I mentioned, there are two external bushes available. The one is the S bush, which is just a standard bush. Unfortunately these pots don't fit, it's just for standard work. And we've got the I bush, which is the one I've got on here, which the pots lock onto. They come in 3 different sizes, small, medium, large again, and all these bushes are guaranteed to fit these cutting systems. So as you can see, there's no safer, easier, cleaner way to put bushes onto your top kits than with one of these systems. I really do emphasise how good they are, and take a look for yourself.